To those of you joining us today, thank you for watching the Woburn Spotlight. I'm your host, Tyler Gates, here to bring you some positivity by talking to those in town making big strides for the greater good. Today, I'm very fortunate to have with me Dr. Bill Thorpe, President and owner of Golden Home Fitness, and Jocelyn Lamprey, President and owner of Day by Day Nutrition. Thank you both for joining me.
Thank you.
It's our pleasure.
I'm pretty excited. We have two great business models here that go really hand in hand, I guess you could call it. And I've had the pleasure of getting to know a little bit about each of you. But could you just tell us, our viewers, Jocelyn, let's start with you. Tell us where you come from, where you're headed, and why Day by Day Nutrition.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm from New Hampshire originally, grew up there, and then I went off to Syracuse for school. After college, I became a registered dietitian, and I worked with a healthcare company for 2.5 years in Massachusetts. I've always wanted to own my own business, and I love helping people, and I've developed a niche for coaching, especially doing classes. So I developed my own curriculum, and I opened up shop with Day by Day Nutrition to really empower people to take on their health in a realistic manner. And I'd really love to continue to grow my business, do more classes, developing a sense of community. I live right in Woburn now, and I'd love to kind of be that dietitian in town, and collaborating with other businesses like I am with Bill, to work with people one-on-one and provide that service to improve people's nutrition status.
That's quite impressive, and I know you've already done a very impressive job of getting into the Woburn community and adding value to a lot of folks here, and I'm really excited to talk about that. And before we dive into that, Bill, do you mind just outlining a little bit about you and tell us how you came across Golden Home Fitness?
It's a semi-long story. I'm a bit older. I also grew up in Massachusetts in the South Shore. I started out as an engineer for IBM, realized IBM was a marketing company, so I transferred down into their marketing division in New York City. Went back to college for my PhD in chemical and biochemical engineering. Then I went on to medicine. My wife is a surgeon now at Mass General. I figured I could do that too. It's not a good reason to go into medicine. So I completed the degree, did residency at BI Deaconess and Mass General, and then decided to exit to go to a VC firm.
Okay.
Started a few companies, started with medical device companies, then moved more towards home services. And it occurred to me when I was working out with my personal trainer at LA Fitness that this is something that you could give to people at home. I was sort of a fitness fanatic at that point, having lost about 35 pounds. And so I pulled together a company that was really based upon bringing the comfort and the ease of working out at home with a personal trainer, professional personal trainer, and doing it in a manner that it doesn't cost an arm and a leg, that's flexible and affordable. So our mission statement is basically we want to empower people to live longer, healthier lives, no matter their age. We have clients who are in their 20s and clients who are 92.
Quite the spectrum.
Yeah.
Quite the spectrum.
And actually I met Jocelyn a few months ago, and it seems like our mission statements were really aligned quite well. And the one thing that we don't do and haven't done up to now is many of our clients also need to lose some weight. And I didn't want to get involved with a weight loss program per se until we had someone who is really qualified. So that means a registered dietitian and nutritionist, someone who not only can come up with the type of food you should eat, but put together meal plans, and a person that can also understand someone who's 62, is on Lipitor, is on metformin for diabetes, a lot of issues.
It's more than just food, right?
It's more than just food, and that was Jocelyn.
Okay.
So we teamed up.
Match made in heaven.
Yes. Yeah, it worked out pretty well.
So, Jocelyn, tell us a little bit about your mission, some of your goals. I know,
Yeah.
from what I know, it's a great pair, but just touch on that briefly.
Yep, so part of what I really try to do that's unique is bring wellness to the customer, which is in line with Golden Home. And so I kind of take away the barriers of needing to get a referral or needing to go to an actual office outpatient facility to work with a dietitian. So I can work with people in the comfort of their home, or go to a local coffee shop, or enroll in one of my classes that I do at the City Hall or at the Woburn High School, or I could even go to your business to work with employees. I've even worked with people telephonically. So it's really about flexibility and also not only addressing things like nutrition, because nutrition is the backbone of your health, but there's a lot of things that indirectly and directly affect nutrition, like your medication management and understanding your meds, and are you taking them correctly? Are there foods that are causing an interaction, or your stress levels? Stress affects all of your hormones. How you're sleeping. If you're not sleeping enough, that also is going to affect your hormones and your appetite. And exercise obviously is important. And then the nutrition is a big piece of it too. So looking at all those different areas combined really helps develop a strong plan that's unique to the individual. And I can do it again in the flexibility of whatever environment is most conducive to them.
From what I'm hearing, gathering from both of you at least, you take a very holistic approach to planning, right? You just meet people where they are,
right.
Actually physically too sometimes. Just meet them where they are, figure out where they want to be, and help them get there.
Exactly. Exactly.
Interesting. So I know you referenced one thing about what you've been doing. You have so many different layers of where you're working. You guys mind both touching upon some of the classes that you're offering right now, what capacities you're working in, clients that you're looking to serve or are serving?
Sure. So Jocelyn and I have worked together now for a month or so. We started out with having her participate in our, quote, fitness days. What we've done is we've partnered with a lot of luxury condo complexes in the area, Washington Crossing, Reading Commons,
Fantastic.
the Halstead, which is now Bradley, Arlington 360, Brigham Square, Troy in Boston, and a number of other complexes in Boston. We come in and have these 2-hour or so fitness days. We show up with a table and a few of our trainers. We answer questions of tenants there, how to train, how to use the equipment, anything they want to know. And we pull Jocelyn in also to impart information about nutrition and diet. And I know she's from that, has developed plans for doing actual seminars and demonstrations, which works out quite well.
Yeah, that's working out fantastic.
Yeah.
And Jocelyn, so you're teaching classes here in the city of Woburn. Do you mind
Yep.
touching on that a little bit? Because that was really unique to me, and I think
Yeah.
that's fantastic that that's a service you're providing.
So one of the most comprehensive services that I provide, and I find the most beneficial, is doing a 12-week weight loss class. 12 weeks is a great amount of time for people to uncover barriers, figure out what the best plan is for you, and get into a motion to feel confident moving forward. So using that 12-week span, once a week, so a couple of classes I'm doing in Woburn. One's at the Woburn High School through the Adult Recreation Program through the City Hall, and one's through the Massachusetts Municipal Association, actually at the City Hall for employees. And so it's 12 weeks, and once a week for an hour, you go in, different curriculum each week, but aside from the actual teaching, it's a ton of coaching and empowerment. So we go around the room every week, talk about what's gone well, what hasn't gone well, and at the end of each class, everybody makes very specific goals of what they're going to work on for the next 7 days. So it's pretty organized, but also a lot of accountability for people, which is huge when they want to meet goals.
Accountability is everything.
Yeah.
I've learned it in my own personal life. If you don't have it there, you miss a day, you miss
right.
2, you miss a week, let's call it. That's game over. But
And we've actually built off of that 12-week session by offering a combined package now for our clients where they can train for 12 weeks. It includes training with us twice a week, also our mobile app where they can have virtual training. They can go into their own gym and we monitor what they're doing. And in addition, they have consults for 3 months with Jocelyn to lose weight. So it's all a concerted effort to try to help people lose weight in the most efficient way possible.
efficiency is absolutely key, and one thing you said there is the app. I mean, that helps streamline that efficiency process. Do you mind just sharing a little bit, because you guys at the end of the day have partnered up, but you guys have very unique platforms yourselves, and I know, Bill, you guys were coming out with a new website as well.
Yeah.
This would be a great place to highlight that. I got the sneak peek, and it's quite impressive.
So we built this new website. We have a good website now, but I think as of Wednesday night, we'll be switching over to the new one. Mm-hmm. The new website is really based on the premise that people don't want to hunt and peck around a website to see exactly what you do and answer their questions. They want to come to a website and have their question answered right away. So with that in mind, we start our website with a basic questionnaire. It's a 4-question survey. How old are you, man or woman? Do you need to lose weight in addition to getting fit and tone, or just want to look better? And how old are you? And what we did is that generates about 48 different type of clients.
Okay.
And now, once you answer those questions, you get shunted to one of those 48, and we address your issues right there and then. So it's addressed to you, it's customized to you, and we tell you how we can help you, which is a novel concept.
Simple, easy, right?
Simple, easy. Then you can also see all our trainers. We have 16 trainers.
Really?
We just had a new hire of our director of training, he has great experience in training trainers as well as helping clients, and so we're kind of putting things together to make this a cohesive package for
So
people.
you have quite the footprint already.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your size, scope, where you're looking ahead in the future. And
Well, right now we serve Boston and surrounding Boston out as far as Leominster, as far north as New Hampshire, and down to about Canton. We're looking to expand that. It's just a matter of having clients who live, let's say, in the South Shore, and we can get a trainer down there. We're also making a lot of efforts now to standardize our home training methods. Truth be known, you don't need that much equipment. I was a collegiate gymnast. We never touched weights. So the truth is you don't need a lot of equipment to get a really good workout. And so we're trying to build that out. Then again, a lot of our clients have a basement full of equipment that they never touch. There's a lot of dust on them and stuff. So we can use that. We can use the fitness centers at luxury condo complexes. And then for those people who just want to maybe train once a week, we offer this mobile app too that our trainers put together a complete workout program for our clients. The client goes with their phone into their own gym. They do their exercises, they do their reps, they check it off on the mobile app. The mobile app lets our trainers know that they've done all this kind of work. They review it and then modify it through the internet as the client progresses. So the client can train virtually with our trainers that way. And it's right for especially younger people, kids just getting out of college that maybe can't afford training 2 or 3 times a week. We let them train 1 time a month, and we map out their whole training schedule for the rest of the month.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I can't say I've ever heard a program like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have done the research. Maybe there isn't a program like that. That's why you created it, right?
There isn't.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
So you can work with people in many capacities.
right.
What is the most common? I mean, what are you seeing to be the most common, or is there even that kind of a trend at this point?
Well, I think the virtual training is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, but it's never going to replace hands-on. But we do have to serve that. People are just getting disinterested or getting turned off by the big box store scene. You know, the gawking, the noise, the music. You know, it's for a general type of
I
audience.
think I heard 3 complaints just this morning at the gym about the scene and the music and how busy it was. So I completely understand.
Those are the people we're targeting, or people who just don't have time to get to the gym, and it's really a nuisance. So we try to address those people. But we do understand that there's a contingent of people who love the gym, and it's a socialization type thing. You know, young people like to get together and stuff, but they still want to get a good workout, and the truth be known, they have no idea what they're doing, even in a gym. So
That's fair.
people need to be, a personal trainer really can be very helpful to them.
Interesting. So tell me a little bit about the process. So if somebody fills out the 4-question questionnaire, they like what they see. They give you a call. What's next? Just outline that for our
Well,
viewers.
they give us a call. I usually field the calls, but what we're trying to assess in the call is we'll tell them how we work in general with them, and we give them all our prices. And if they think that this is something they can commit to, then we agree for a home consult. Both I and my director of training do home consults. They're all free, and what that involves is I would usually go out and meet with the client. I'd prefer to do that because I have the medical degree. I can field questions that they may have with their medical conditions. I don't give medical advice other than generic, but I want to know if they have vascular issues. I want to know if they've been injured, and in some cases, if if I feel it's necessary, I'll talk to their doctor directly and get clearance and just to better understand where they are as far as physically and health-wise. Okay. I explain the whole program to them. We ask a lot of questions about what their objectives are, what their goals are, specifics. We ask for their preferences for trainers. Most people don't have really a preference. Some people do. Mm-hmm. They want a female trainer, or they want a male trainer, or they want a young or an old trainer. We try to match those as precisely as possible, mm-hmm. because all my trainers can give you a great workout. They all can't motivate you in the same way. Motivation is really part of a personality match. Mm-hmm. So that's what we try to do. And then as far as billing goes, we have no long-term contracts. That's one of the things I hated about gyms. Mm-hmm. So we just go month to month, and if at the end of the month you want to take a month off, or you want to just cut down from maybe 2 sessions a week to 1 session, that's fine. It's all about the client and about the client getting what they need.
I think you've done a great job of outlining a little bit about your process, what somebody could expect if they popped on and checked out the site and gave you a call.
Right. Exactly.
Jocelyn, do you mind telling us a little bit about your process? I can't imagine it's exactly the same, right? So I'd love to hear a little bit about how you operate, what clients could expect if they gave you a call.
Sure. So I don't have any fancy tests to help you figure out what exactly would fit your needs. Mm-hmm. However, if you get a hold of me via email, phone, message through my website, then basically I would help figure out if you would do best in a class, and I could help develop a class, especially if you live in an apartment complex, or if your HR department at where you work is looking to potentially do some wellness initiatives in the workplace. I love the idea of promoting wellness in the workplace, mm-hmm. and I know right now that is definitely on the horizon with a lot of places providing that. And then in the city as well, a lot of places have the ability through the recreation departments. They do classes for community members, so I could put on classes. But I also do grocery store tours, cooking demonstrations, lunch and learns. So those are more short term, where I could, if you had some friends or some family members, I could go with you and anybody else to take you through a grocery store and do a lot of label reading, looking at cuts of meat, looking at seafood, talking about organic versus non-organic, and trying to kind of just decipher what is a better choice versus another, because there's just a myriad of options. So I can help with whatever is helpful for you, depending on your needs. And if you need coaching, then that's another story where there's a lot of follow-up involved over time, mm-hmm. And working either one-on-one or in groups. So it's kind of does come more down to a personal, custom approach with just working with me and giving me a call or an email and then going from there.
It's so unique. I can't say I've ever heard of somebody walking through a grocery store with you, but I know I would find that incredibly valuable. I don't know what I'm looking at, right? And probably most people don't. That's probably a fair assumption. Maybe I'm alone. I don't know. That's so neat. And you're looking for partnerships. I mean, you guys have partnered up together. You're very community-based. No, please.
One of the things Jocelyn just mentioned is partnering with employers.
Yes.
That's something we really want to make a big push with this year. We don't partner yet with any employers, mm-hmm. but for anyone out there who's an HR person, we want to talk to you.
That was my next ask, is how do we get you the right partnerships? Because I think the model speaks for itself. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're really meeting your customers, your clients, where they are, and it's in a very non-threatening environment. And if I was a big business around here that wanted to add another benefit to our employee package, or whatever you want to call it, it might be a great way to reach out. So what are you looking for opportunities?
Well, there's so much peer-reviewed literature already for HR showing that you increase retention rate for employees rather, and employee health is so important. It really goes to the bottom line as mm-hmm. far as insurance costs. We want to work with HR departments for their employees. Mm-hmm. We can come to you. We can give seminars, fitness days like we do at these complexes. We give significant discounts not only to the complexes, tenants at complexes, but also to employees working with us. Mm-hmm. So everyone wins in that kind of scenario. And of course, we pull in Jocelyn too for the other part of this, which is just as important, and that's what you eat, what you put in your mouth really can dictate how you're going to feel.
Yeah, so interesting. So I'm going to kind of put you on the spot. What's a good number, good email, the website where somebody listening says, okay, now what do I do? What's that next step?
Well, our email or our website is goldenhomefitness, all one word, .com.
Okay.
And as far as email, you can email me directly, wthorpe@goldenhomefitness, or contact@goldenhomefitness, or info@goldenhomefitness.
We have a couple options.
They all come to me.
Wonderful. And Jocelyn, do you have any that you'd like to throw out there? If somebody was like, I got to reach right out, I think this would be a perfect fit for our employees.
Yeah, so you can reach me at Jocelyn, Jocelin, at daybydaynutrition.com. My website's also www.daybydaynutrition.com. And my phone number is 781-779-5877.
Wonderful.
And contact me directly, and I would love to answer any questions.
Well, great. Thank you both so much for sharing a little bit about your businesses. I always love to leave the viewers with a few takeaways. Do you guys have any tidbits, just tips that you get people motivated out there that really might resonate and kind of get the brain spinning?
Well, I think Jocelyn's motto applies to both of us, and it really is most appropriate, which is?
Taking it day by day.
Taking it day by day.
Absolutely.
Okay. So meet you where you are and start somewhere, right?
You bet.
Take it day by day. Well, great. Well, thank you both for coming on. I'm ecstatic to see kind of where you guys take this to the next level. Is there anything that you guys would like to kind of say in summary of your organizations or what might be coming up for future events? I want to make sure to get people involved, right? We want to
Sure.
get people to come out, check out what you guys are all about.
So we have another event coming up at, Washington Crossing on the 17th, I think, and then Arlington 360 on the 24th. We're also setting up follow-up at Troy in Boston and a couple other complexes. And you can find those on our Facebook, on our website, on our Twitter feed, where we have a lot of content that we always push out. And in fact, if you forget Jocelyn's email or information like that, you can find it on our website. We're linked together, and vice versa.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Absolutely. And my next round of classes through the Woburn Rec Department will start the beginning of May. So if you're interested in doing, I think this one's going to be 5 weeks because the summer's coming, so it's going to be a jump start to health for the summer. And so it's a 5-week program, weight loss class, starting the beginning of May. That will be at Woburn High School, so you can find that at thewoburnrec.com or just give me a call, and I can help you sign up. And also May 5th is the Health and Wellness Fair in Woburn. It'll be at the Boys and Girls Club, and I'll definitely be having a table at that. I believe Bill also will.
Yep.
Wonderful. So get people out there.
Yeah.
Check out the new Boys and Girls Club anyways. What a beautiful facility.
Yeah.
Come say hello to Jocelyn and Bill and
Yep.
and see if this might be a good fit for you, right? Wonderful.
That's right.
Thank you, Bill. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Jocelyn, for coming on today. If there's anything I can do in the future, let me know. We're happy to have you guys on, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Tyler.
My pleasure, my pleasure. And thank you all for watching today's show with Bill Thorpe and Jocelyn Lamprey. Remember, we all have one life to live. Let's all do our part. I'm your host, Tyler Gates. Join us again next time for another episode of the Woburn Spotlight.